beautiful daughter was diagnosed with a neuroblastoma at 14 months of age in 2009. So to be a part of something amazing here at the Children's Cancer Institute of Australia, be part of helping them to fund their research into neuroblastoma, the words can't explain how excited I am and how proud I am to be a part of it.
My name's Cassie and I'm a mother of 3 children, and my youngest Harvey was diagnosed with a brain tumour when he was 17 months old, and sadly in June this year he passed away from complications to treatment.
The Institute is looking for ways to provide better treatment for children who are suffering from neuroblastoma and try and, I guess, unlock the key to that sort of treatment and making things better for them.
So welcome everyone to the Children's Cancer Institute Australia, and it's my pleasure to take you on a tour with us. This is the most important room of the entire institute. Here we have hundreds and hundreds of different samples, and they're patient samples basically. So what we can do with those samples is we can use the cells to then try to understand how the cancer developed, but also trying to develop new drugs to target this particular cancer. So sometimes what happens in the clinic is that you treat a patient with a particular drug and they respond in the first time, and then the cancer becomes resistant to the particular drug that we've used. We've taken some cells from a neuroblastoma patient, treating them repetitively with this chemo drug that is used in the clinic, and we've developed these resistant cells and trying to understand how they became resistant and how we can prevent that. So now we're going to enter the Drug Discovery Center for childhood cancer, where we screen a lot of drugs to try to find better treatments for childhood cancer. There's really 2 types of drug discovery that we can do. One is we use the potentials of people that we call the crazy chemists. And so we have a library that contains 300,000 different compounds. The moment we've identified a compound that's efficient, then it's going to take us 10 to 15 years until we can develop this into a drug. Because if it works in vitro, it doesn't mean it's going to be a good drug. One of the drugs that we've developed from scratch, it's taken us about 10 years now, and it's moving now to the clinical trials, and we've actually been very fast at doing that, because the average time normally would be more about 15 to 20 years. The pharmacopoeia of the world, which is all the different drugs that are used for any different human conditions, is close to 6,000 different drugs that are used for diabetes, hypertension, everything you can think of. Among those drugs, there's a high chance that maybe some of them might be useful for cancer treatment.
So our track record is outstanding really in taking the cure rates to higher levels, in improving the quality of the treatment we provide, but we've still got a way to go. Governments fund bricks and mortar, they fund hospitals and doctors and nurses' salaries, but they don't fund research largely, and it's only through community support that we have actually been able to do our research.
But I've seen what our researchers here in Australia are doing, and they are world leaders.
When you actually see where the research is going and the miracles that are being made already, it just inspires you to go even further.
We promised $135,000 for the Children's Cancer Institute of Australia. We want to focus on neuroblastoma research for the foreseeable future, so next year we'd like to raise more money from it.
It's been inspiring to see the amount of research and that's going on to try and help the children who are suffering with this terrible disease.
I know that the cure will be found if we give our researchers the money to do it.